What's going on, y'all? Just wanted to make another video on the continuation of the Rectifying the Day series. This day we're going to be talking about Monday. Today is Monday, and the moon is in Cancer, so this is actually kind of like a great correlation with as far as synchronicities with the energies, as far as the Monday energy itself. So, kind of everybody is going to be feeling the natural energies of Monday, which all deals with the archetype of the fourth house and the moon and Cancer. Which we all know that Cancer deals with the emotional tides, creating a comfortable setting for emotions to be displayed and feelings to be displayed, and also at the same time creating a home for something to be presented in a lot of different ways too, to create a comfort zone. When you have a moon in Cancer, such as myself, you are able to control your emotions, but at the same time you may be able to not have control of your emotions. And because a Cancer moon might feel like their emotions are justified because this is the comfort zone and this is the home of Cancer. This is the home of the moon. The moon can push off any wave and emotion that she can when she's in Cancer. Let me turn this fan on, y'all. So with that being said, there's a lot of a nurturing energy that's going on today, period. But of course, as we've been breaking down in this series, the way that you may personally go about the day for your own personal circumference depends on what house you have. In this case, because we're dealing with Monday, which is with Cancer, we're dealing with the fourth house. The fourth house. So again, I'll use me as an example. I have Gemini in the fourth house. So whenever the day of Monday comes about, like today, this would be a day to actually do a lot of communications, to do a lot of, like, if you have some business endeavors going on, this would be a great day to communicate or follow up with certain customers. Communicate, see if you can create a new business lead, create a new customer, create new clientele and everything. See if you can get a job, see if you can get some business. Being able to easily express what's on your mind when Monday comes about if you have Gemini in your fourth house. This is mutable air. When we deal with mutability, the modality of this energy is being able to see other people's perspectives. In this case, thinking and speaking and communication and everything like that. So you're able to feel, in this case, feel Cancer, fourth house, other people's ways of thinking and communicating. Now, if you have something like Leo in the fourth house, and there may actually be like a lot of visions, a lot of creativity, a lot of expressions that you express on a day like Monday. And it could be expressed within the home. Even going back to the Gemini in the fourth house, a lot of these communications could be within the home. So if you have a Gemini in the fourth house, period, there may be a lot of gossip within the home, within whatever home you've created for yourself or for your family. So you have to be, this could create toxicity too, so you have to be careful with just that placement itself. With Gemini in the fourth house, not so much with Virgo in the fourth house, because this creates opportunities and this creates a 60-degree angle energy with being able to see the details and be able to see what's going on within the home if there are domestic issues. So it's not so much communicating and gossiping, which can create bridge burning and relationship crushing situations with family members and all things like that, dealing with the home. But at the same time, this could it deals more so with like seeing behind the scenes of what's going on within the home, so that you can create a clear, rational way of thinking of how to go about the situation if you're in the situation itself. But anyway, going back to the temperaments in the fourth house, if you have Leo in the fourth house, you're able to express comfortably also from your heart the things that are creative to you, the thing. And Leo, when we think about the temperament of fixed fire, this fire is feeling and expression and everything, and it's fixed, so it's like stable, consistent, like a campfire, like trapping fire in a jar, like what do they call them things, them light up bugs and everything, fireflies. something like that. Now, when we start to talk about, let's say, Sagittarius in the fourth house, this is a person that's comfortable expressing its spirituality within the home, or at the same time, whenever the day of Monday comes about, you're able to comfortably express your spirituality and the way that you process your education and the experiences that you went through and all the things deal with the Jupiterian energy, because Jupiter rules Sagittarius and Jupiter is exalted in the fourth house. So there's going to be a highly preachy individual if you have, Jupiter in the fourth house. You're a Virgo rising. So you're already like personally a critical person and everything like that. And the things that you're personally involved in may deal with like health and keeping things on schedule and everything like that, and keeping things on task. So that's one of the things that you preach about. You consistently preach, over preach sometimes within the home. That's how that archetype could play out. If you're a Virgo rising and your temperament of Sagittarius, mutable fire, falls into the fourth house. And so when Monday comes about, this energy is highlighted heavily. Now, let's get into the moon itself. So like I said, whatever sign you have the moon in, this is going to be, like I said, the houses and the temperaments that are in the house of the fourth house in this case, since the fourth house is correlated with Monday. That's the backdrop. That's the scenery of the day, basically. For me, it's mutable air, Gemini. A lot of communications going on. A lot of maybe traveling within the local environment I'm in and everything. So when we actually get to the moon, this is going to be the actual energy that's playing out. In this case, the moon, which is your emotional state of being, the tides and moods you create, reactionary energy, how you react to things and everything. So it all depends on where your moon is. So let's, again, for me, my fourth house is Gemini, so the backdrop of Monday for me is communicative, maybe gossipy and everything like that. But I have a moon in Cancer, so I'm already going to be feeling, if it's gossip towards me, extreme emotions. Gossip towards other people, I'm not going to really be feeling comfortable wanting to even communicate like that. Or if I'm on the negative end, I may feel comfortable wanting to do that and everything. If I'm on demon time, I may want to communicate and push out extreme emotional energy with gossipy energy, and knowing that if I have a moon in Cancer and on the negative end, I have the ability to push off a strong wave and everything like that, to where it can affect multiple people and multiple ways of thinking, aka mutable air Gemini in the fourth house, when we start to connect these energies. But that's the emotional tide and the way you will react to throughout the day when Monday is happening. For me, I'm going to be able to decide, because since the moon is at home in Cancer, you have the responsibility, and you have, like they say, with great power comes great responsibility. So it's like, for me, the gossip, aka the allegory of mutable air in the fourth house, within domestic issues of gossip, the gossip dealing with domestic issues, things dealing with family and home issues, people I'm close to and everything like that. The way I react to it, I have a choice to either give it positivity, not overreact to it, or overreact to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like that. But if you had, like, let's say, let me use this for an example. Let's say your fourth house is Aries. And let's say your moon is in Virgo. So if you have an Aries fourth house, that means that the backdrop, and that means that the temperament and the kind of the theme that happens within the Monday energy when we're dealing with your comfort zones and your own personal comfort zones, it's a lot of passion that's going on. It's a lot of sparking of new ideas, a lot of creative people, because the house, the energy of the house plays out to things that are attracted to you or what's going on. And this is why I call it the theme and the backdrop, the background. And the actual planet playing out through the house that you have the moon in, and the sign through the moon in is the way that you go about it and everything like that, and how the energy actually goes throughout the backdrop. In this case of this example I'm using Aries in the fourth house with a Virgo moon. So Aries in the fourth house, very passionate home environment, comfortable with expressing new ideas to people, regardless of how stupid you may look and everything like that. And already, if you have an Aries fourth house, that means that your first house is Capricorn. So you're a Capricorn rising. So you're already just like a very like business oriented person, personally into creating a new idea, a new practical idea, like creating the blueprint, writing out the blueprint. So this could be in the aspect of a new idea too. So you may be very creative within the home, or you may express this to family members or people that you're very close to with your heart space. Creative things, dealing with the imagination, but it may be on a business level. So that's the connection with that, with the first house Capricorn to the fourth house Aries. So but when you with that energy playing out, with you having a moon in Virgo, that would play out to you. The way you emotionally actually go throughout the day is you emotionally analyze your emotions. You analyze, you pick apart your heart and everything, how you feel about a certain thing, or like, and in this case with the fourth house of Aries and everything like that, the creative expressions, the new sparks that happen within the home, mainly because it's the fourth house and it's the comfortability energy, and the spark and the creative sparks that you're most comfortable with and everything as you're going throughout your Monday, and the creative energy that you are being influenced in as you're going about Monday. When you have the moon in Virgo, that's how it's gonna be played out. Those creative energies are gonna be picked apart and piece by piece and everything like that. So that's if you have a moon in Virgo. And then you're able to analyze other people's emotions too. You kind of have like an emotional, intuitive energy, because the Cancer archetype and the Virgo archetype have a 60-degree sextile energy. So that would be, if you want to break it down like that, that would be an opportunity to be able to analyze other people's heart space and everything like that. So it's like this intuitive energy that's naturally playing out and everything like that. And then, like I said, whatever house the moon is in. So let's use that example I just made, and let's say, so in this case, if you had an Aries fourth house and your moon is in Virgo, then that means that your moon is most likely in the ninth house. So you'd be very wise. You're very intelligent with the way you pick apart your own and other people's emotions and everything. So it's like you want everything to be calculated. You want everything to be detail oriented and everything like that with this creative expression. But you're able to do it with ease almost, because the ninth house with the moon being there, if that's the case, with this example, with Aries fire energy being able to be played out through that fourth house, the creative spark of the ninth house, and being able to be smart and wise about it, and being able to express that comfortably, you have pieced apart and picked apart this creative idea so much to where now it will become a beautiful manifestation. And I love y'all, and that's how you manifest your Monday energy for yourself. Peace out, y'all. Be the all since 1995, y'all.